Hello, and welcome to today's video on creating a budget in Excel. I am Mrs. O'Brien. I'm going to start by going into Excel, and you can get to Excel if you do not already have it downloaded on your computer by simply going to Office 365 and signing in with your JCC email address. This will link you to your JCC Microsoft account, where you will have access to all of Office 365. I've also shared this file with your teacher, and you're welcome to open this up and use it as a template as well. So what I have here is in Excel, I actually have 3 different sheets done here. Okay. So I have a sheet for the classroom budget, a sheet for consumables, and a sheet for your playground budget. So these are the 3 different budgets that you are going to do in the early childhood course. Let's look at the classroom budget. So in the classroom budget, this would be like your furniture and materials. You're going to put down the interest area that this belongs to, the catalog you found this in, the item number, the name of item, the quantity, which is the number of them you want, the price, and then I have this configured so that I put a formula here to calculate the cost. So cost is going to be quantity times price. So if you notice when I click on the cell up here in the line, the input line, I put an equal sign F4 times G4. So in F4 was quantity and then G4 was price, and that multiplication sign in Excel is the asterisk, which is Shift 8. So anytime I type in here, it's automatically going to do this. And then I can also calculate the total by getting the shipping charges, take the sum of the costs, and then total that. So we're going to kind of walk through creating this template. So let's go over here to consumables. So under consumables, again, I have similar categories: catalog, item number, name of item, quantity, price, and cost, but I haven't put any formulas in or anything at this time. So common consumables would be things like your paper. If you were in a toddler room, perhaps you're going to have diapers. Any sorts of things you're going to go through often. So if I was in an infant room, I would probably have diapers. I'm just going to type that in. And then I might have 10 cases of diapers at $125 a piece. And then you'll notice that has been formatted to be money. To do that, I just click on this whole column E, and I can either hit this dollar sign and click English, or I can go up here and I can choose currency, tells me it's money, or I can choose accounting. And that just kind of, it's both of them are money. One of them just formats it left and one of them formats it right. So it kind of just depends which one you prefer. All right. So the cost is going to be how much the quantity times the prices. So what I want to do is put a formula in here, and don't be scared of that. That's actually going to save you a lot of time, because if we put the formula in once, we can just copy and paste it down and it will do it for all of the items we have in our budget. So since cost is always going to be quantity times price, in the cell under cost, which is cell F5, so there's column F, this column F, and cell 5, or row 5. You'll see F5 is right here. So I'm going to go up to the input line, which is right here. And because this is going to be a formula, I'm going to start with an equal sign. So I have equals. And now I want to multiply this quantity times this price. So the number for the quantity is in D5. So I can type D5, or I can just click on it and it will automatically type it there for me. And I want to multiply that by the price. And in Excel, for multiplication, we're going to do Shift 8, which is the asterisk symbol. That means multiplication in Excel. And then I want to multiply by the price I have here, which is in E5. So I'm going to click E5, or I can type E5. And after I do that, you'll notice now my cursor here is at the end of this. I'm done with my formula, so if I just hit enter, it's going to go ahead and do that calculation for me. Quantity times price, and gives me that value. Now, what I like about this is I now can just grab this little corner tool here And so I clicked on the cell and then grabbed the little corner until I get the crosshairs. And I'm just gonna, with my mouse, click and drag down, and it's gonna fill that formula in for all the rest of them. So let's say I have something else that I'm buying 5 of, and they cost $45 a piece. It automatically will put that cost over here. Okay, so now what you'll notice if I just put in a few more items, the quantity, price, and cost. Again, you would also need your catalog numbers and the item numbers that go with these things. So say here now I need to know what the total cost of all these items are going to be. So I want to do the sum of all of these costs. So right here, I've just put in a little place over here that I'm going to record this. I want to write a formula for the sum of all of the costs. So for example, I want a total of these items here. So I'm going to click here, and up here, I'm going to put in the equal sign. And I want to do what's called the sum of these. So I'm going to type in sum, S-U-M, then parentheses, and you'll notice it automatically even realizes that this is a formula that's used a lot. So I want to take the sum of all of these things. So I'm just actually going to highlight them, or you can put in the cell numbers, which is F5 in this case until F9 or F8, sorry. And now I'm just going to end it with a parenthesis, and that tells it that it's taking the sum of everything from F5 to F8. So it's in there. I hit enter, and you'll notice over here, it looks weird. It didn't do anything. It just put these weird number signs. And that's just because I didn't make this column wide enough. The quickest way to fix that is you go up here to the top of the cell of the column, and this is in column K. So right to the right of it where I get these little arrows, I just double click there and it will automatically adjust it, or you can grab it and move it yourself. Either one is fine. But if you double click there, it just is going to adjust it to what it needs for the width of that cell. So it says sum of charges in total. And the reason why those are the same is I didn't actually put in a value for shipping charges. So maybe I have this standard that they only charge me $25 for shipping. So now you'll notice it takes the $25 and the $2,885, which is the total of these guys, and it adds them together here. So I already put a formula in there for you. This was another sum formula. It's taking the sum of this cell plus this cell to give me my final cell. And that is my total value. Okay. So that's just an example of how to use this. And the same thing applies over here in the classroom budget. You can put these in. You'll have to put this formula in yourself because I don't know how far this column is going to go down for you. But the basic principles apply. You can either start from scratch in Excel and create this whole setup yourself, or you get this file from your teacher and use this as a starting point. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much.